Hi guys, the Tories seem to thrive on their inhumanity towards people on benefits. They also seem determined to throw as much money as possible at the rich while making the poor suffer more and more. The latest plan from the DWP is to force people with mental health issues to get jobs. This is part of the anti-welfare drive by the Conservatives and an attempt once again to drive a wedge between different parts of society for political gain. People on benefits are less likely to vote Tory, so they can be scapegoated and singled out as a problem. The narrative being pushed is that there are hundreds of thousands of people who are able to work but just too lazy to do it, and that this is a massive cost to the taxpayer. Here, Laura Trott doubled down on this.
Something you might have a view on is the front page of the Times this morning. People with mental health and mobility problems will be expected to work from home. If they can't go to work, they're expected to work from home. We'll hear more about that tomorrow. Yeah. Some of my viewers this morning might think that sounds a bit uncaring.
I think that if you can work, as a principle, you should work. And that is what the government believes. That's been the thrust of all of our policies. Of course, there should be support for people to help them into work or to help them with issues that they're facing. But ultimately, there is a duty on citizens that if they are able to go out to work, that's what they should do.
Who'll decide?
I think this is a decision which is taken, in the way that all benefits decisions are taken with the Department of Work and Pensions. It's a very serious job. I've just moved from the Department of Work and Pensions. I was Pensions Minister there before. You've got some brilliant civil servants there who are working very hard to make sure our welfare system is supporting those who need support. But those who can work, can contribute, should contribute. And that is the principle that we must keep throughout all of this.
My goodness, what an absolute ghoul these people are. And isn't it ironic that the Times is running with the front page on this article, and right next to it is David Cameron, a member of the House of Lords. How many members of the House of Lords are there able to claim £300 a day for doing literally nothing? Anyway, that's a side issue. What is the plan here? The plan is, of course, to punish the poor, punish people on benefits, force people who are maybe carers at the moment, people who literally can't work, be it for mobility issues, mental health issues, or because of family problems, who can't work, force those people into employment. Why? Well, because we need to bring down the numbers. It's about numbers. It's not about actually caring about people. And when she talked here about there's an obligation or there's a duty on people to get employment. No, there is not. That is why we have a social safety net. Some people can't work. Now, this whole thing about, and this is a political issue. It's not a social issue. This is about driving a wedge between the middle class, who the Tories are trying to reach out to, and the working class. I hate these terms, but this is the easiest way to describe it. It's about people who have their own home, people who are pensioners, people who have a good job. It's about driving a wedge between those and people who are on benefits and trying to paint a picture of those who are on benefits as lazy. They can work, they just don't want to. It's a lifestyle choice. There are hundreds of thousands of jobs available, but they're picky, or it's not worth their while. They'd prefer to be on benefits. Do those people exist? Yes, they do. But they are the minority. The vast majority of people who are on benefits are either working already, or they need those benefits to survive. They can't find work. They can't do certain jobs. And there's continuous pressure from the DWP, the top of the DWP, on people within job centres to force people off benefits and into employment. And whether they can do the work is irrelevant. When she was asked about who makes these decisions, but in many cases, doctors are not able to get people out of employment because they're not able to do the work. You have cases of the DWP overruling, deciding, actually, we're not going to take medical advice. We're going to decide for ourselves whether these people are fit to do a job or not. This is extremely dangerous, but of course it's about bringing down numbers so that the Tory minister can go to the House of Commons and say, look, we brought down the numbers. Or they can go on TV and say, look, the numbers are falling. We have reduced unemployment. We have forced people off benefits and into work. And, these people can do the jobs. It's just, that they're lazy. But of course it comes back to the main point of driving a wedge between different sections of society, convincing the middle class, quote unquote, that the working class are lazy. They don't deserve benefits, or that you're paying into a fund and you're not going to take advantage of that, but somebody else is. And unfortunately, the media feed into this narrative. You know, about 10 years ago, we saw how many shows about people on benefits painting a picture of them being lazy, not interested in working, sponges on society, when the vast majority of people are not like that. If people want to find jobs, they will. But the DWP is not interested in helping people. It's about forcing people. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.